Oh, Lucifer, what a lovely blessing it is to be so loved by so many wonderful women. The Whore of Babylon, I tell you, it's amazing. I don't think that anyone knows her in the whole world except for me. I believe this firmly. I believe that with her infinite power, beauty, intelligence, creativity, sensual, magical love, that she chose me. Good words. Be careful what you wish for. And guys would think he's bragging, and girls would be like, holy crap, like, she's the queen of, like, everything. I gotta stay away from him, or she'll probably eat me alive. Because women understand some things that men don't. And I've learned how much they network. And it's interesting how it worked, because first I was notorious. Well, first I didn't know. I was notorious. I was famous. People believed all kind of lies about me, but um, it's possible that I had more appeal to the women when they thought I was an asshole, or some kind of a mild degenerate, because then they can be mild degenerates too. That's why chicks like assholes, so they can be bitches. But then through the, all women talk, allwomenstalk.com, all women stalk, all women, shoplift, you know, all women are, you know, insecure. I mean, you've heard of like trophy wives, right? Well, you never heard of a trophy husband, you know? Like, I'm the kind of guy that the goddess can use to go fishing. But all the fishers are her, and none of them will give me any love right now. So, and when I don't feel loved by her, it seems like time stops, It's very painful. And she knows it, so I guess she's sweet but psycho, you know. But really, aren't all women, they're horrible, but then when they're not, they like are happy and they bake cookies and shit. You ever seen that meme? It's true, you know. I don't know. I mean, I think telepathy is part of how they do it. I think general vibe. I think I'm the strongest partially human signal generator on the planet that we've had since maybe ever. Yeah, forever. So probably, I wait for her to come around, and she says she will, but I used to predict the future, and people didn't like that. They were like, how does he do that? And then they would like, see, I don't know, I guess I'm magic. Yeah, I'm the most magical man on the world. On the world. And people in power are rapacious and domineering, which means they're mean, uh, covetous, deceptive, but you have to be in certain positions of power. And they actually compete to be like the most like evil and deceptive, you know? But what is evil, you know? Like I know what, right? I'm talking about power, you know? Power is power, you know? It depends how you use it. Do you waste it? Do you give it away for free? Why do you give it away? For love? The things we do for love, man, I don't know. I suppose she could be seducing millions of men, maybe all men. But I don't think so. But she wants me to believe it, and I do believe it's possible. There's a video called "You Are the Joker," and I watched it, and I knew it because I'm narcissistic, so of course I think everything's about me, and it's obviously not. But sometimes it feels that way, and I'm honest with my feelings, and that's how it feels sometimes, you know. But when everything's, you know, when then if people start making things about you, and you're like, it's about me, then they're like, well, you think it's all about you, even if they tell you it's all about you, you know, and you see the proof. Doesn't change the fact that you're me sitting alone looking at the Christmas tree. And then I look back about a year ago, she was talking about a Christmas tree. And it's been just her and I for 14, 15 months, years maybe. I don't know. 2002 to now is 17 years. 17 years. Oh, she must be mad. Imagine you're a goddess and you fall in love with a dude on Earth. Man, you know, they say the gods are crazy. And I remind people that the female of the species is much more deadlier than the male. And I don't know. I mean, it's possible that she's going to kill me, you know? Just what would be sad is if she killed me slow, you know? But there's a saying, kill him with kindness. At least she ain't doing that, you know? Ambiguity. Sometimes because I've been quarantined here for so long, it's amazing. She's amazing, you know? I mean, I know she's the goddess of the world. And, I don't know why. I mean, she probably thinks she has control of me, and, I do what I do because she doesn't give me a choice. anyone who knows me. But she also says I'm rebellious, so probably uses reverse psychology. So by rebelling, I do what she wants and she wins. But she's like me, but man, I've met her. She's like Azazel, in a way, from the movie Seven. She can jump from body to body. Or maybe that's me. Maybe I fall asleep here and wake up somewhere else. You ever wonder? Do you ever really wonder where you are? Oh, I'm in this town, in this house, at this address. That's not the question, though. Oh, I'm on Earth. Where's Earth? The Milky Way. Yeah, you're on Earth. Yeah, I'm on Earth. Okay, you're on Earth. Have you been around the Earth? Or let's say Earth is flat, since it is. The Earth part of Earth is flat. So, have you been all around the Earth, regardless of the shape? To me, it's a double inverse tetrahedron torus with a reflex shield, scalar waves, which reverberate through time space, which is a substance. But have you been around the whole world? Have you been to these places? You hear of these places existing. You hear about wars happening. Are you a war correspondent? No. Have you been there? No. Do you believe the news? No. Do you believe your teachers in the education system? No. Do you believe your doctors work for you or for the drug companies? What do they do? They work for the drug companies, not for you necessarily. Unless they can do both at the same time, which is all they're able to do. So, when I was 23, 26, God knows, time's funny for me. When I was 26, I died. A suicide. I was on a combination of pills that are probably still being given by the FDA, and if Donald Trump hasn't taken care of that, then he's not a very good man. I know our veterans are some, damaged people, but you get a few types of people in the military. You get damaged people. Well, you get people who want to kill. You get people that love the country, and you got people who need a job. It's a combination of those three, period. They go and get bit by fleas, learn how to make a bed, so when they get out of the military, they're part of a brotherhood of sand flea bitten bed makers who never even got to shoot their gun at the goddamn range. And then when, if they do, whether or not they see combat or not, they're going to be, have post-traumatic stress just from getting bit by fleas. Remember that. I'm not joking, and I'm not disrespecting them. They got fucking balls to go do that. I remember being that age, the recruiter calling every day. But when I died, afterwards, I was cured. So maybe I'm dead in purgatory, and that's why everything's about me. And this is my world, if so. And it's just a dimension of the world that everyone lives in. Just one little piece. Just a piece of the world. But I'm at the center of it. It's my world, it's my afterlife, it's all about me. You understand? It would be a shame, but really, with reincarnation, we're all in flux. We're all evolving in dimensions of other people's lives, imaginations, fears, hopes. She's evolving, and she's in a very strange part of her evolution. It's like an awkward phase, I think. And I feel badly for her, but there's also, like, there's an aspect of her that arrived in October of 2017, so there's an aspect of her mentality that's 2 years old. There's another part of her that's more ancient than anything that anyone can point to or give a name to, including the Big Bang. She's much older than that. So, yeah, her and I have that in common. I mean, I've used like how many names in my life? And not all of them for a long time, but when I was in the band Mary's Ghost, I was foresee me. Foresee me. That's interesting. Foresee me. Did you foresee me? You know? Did you foresee this phase of your life? Did you foresee this time in America? Because it was all planned long ago. You know, if you're famous and you're rich, you don't have a goddamn clue what I'm talking about. You probably fear me more than anything you've ever imagined if you're rich and you're famous, because you're liars. I know how you climb the ranks in this world. We made this world, her and I. There's something wrong with her. But you know what? There's something wrong with me too. And that the reason is that there's something really wrong with how the world became, the different ways, the systems they built, how they overlap, how people are divided so exponentially. You know, that one of my wives is that Greta chick. She flies around on her broom, calls it a train, goes to, you know, places nobody goes to and gives speeches about, you know, the end of the world. She's probably imitating me, you know, or like you know, she's like Isaac and I'm like Malachi from Children of the Corn. It's like call and response. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I know she won't die. The Witcher. Man. Maybe she forgets how wonderful she really is. She forgets she's well, she can see the entire world. And you can't remember the entire world all the time. And even if you can't communicate it all at the same time. You can't communicate everything that you know when it's constantly changing. So anyway, maybe the moral of the story is I'm the whore of the whore of Babylon. You know, and you know, if she really loves me, then she'll show up in real at some point. Well, I have a lot of theories, but they make it impossible. You ever heard of Cicada 3301? You guys don't have a clue how this world works. And the people at Cicada 3301 don't know either. That's why they recruit people like me.